Hello students, I am Cynthia from GEMS Polytechnic College, Assistant Lecturer of Civil Department. So I am handling a subject called Estimating and Costing 1615503. So we are in lecture 17. So we are in a third unit. We are studying the third unit, mode of measurement. So we have in the lecture 16 itself, we have seen what is definition of measurement, what is measurement, and what is the unit of various items of work in our construction, what is the unit of measurement for every items of work we have seen in the lecture 16, and also we have in the 15th lecture we have seen the introduction part. In the 16th lecture we have seen the desired accuracy in taking measurement of various items of work. First three works we have seen, okay, for earthwork, then brickwork, these are the works we have, then concrete. These three works we have already seen in the lecture 16, okay. So in this lecture 17 also we are continuing in that same topic, but we are going to see another three works, items of work, and desired accuracy in taking measurements of the three works. What are the three works? First one is we are going to see about stone masonry. Then the second one is we are going to learn about roof covering. Okay, so in stone masonry we have different kind of stone masonry, like random masonry, coarse masonry, uncoarse masonry, or ashlar masonry. Okay, so there are some certain types or a certain kind of masonry we have. There are things we are going to learn. Okay, so then for roof, second topic is roof covering. Okay, so in that we have AC sheet roof, roof tiling, then jack arch roofing. Okay, there are many things. Okay, so then the third one is we're going to see some specifications or description about ceiling. Okay, so three things, three desired accuracy for taking measurement, three works we are going to learn today in lecture 17. First one is stone masonry, then second is roof covering, then the third one is ceiling. Okay, let's enter into our lecture. So content of the lecture. Okay, so what are the contents here? Stone masonry, then roof covering. In that roof covering we have asbestos cement roofing, then roof tiling, then jack arch roofing, then rainwater fitting, then the last one is ceiling. Okay, so these are the things we are going to learn in this lecture. So first one is what? Stone masonry. Okay, so stone masonry means what? It is a type of building masonry, building masonry construction that uses stones and mortar. Okay, so this is about stone masonry. So this construction technique is usually we use for building foundation. We can you have already seen, right? We can see that stone masonry type in building foundations, then floor, then retaining walls, then arches, walls, columns. In everywhere we have seen that stone masonry, right? Then these the use, okay, the stones we are using for the masonry. These stones used for masonry constructions or should be or of natural rock only. Okay. Okay, so we are going to see the descriptions. Okay, so first point is so in the image itself you have seen, right, this is called the stone masonry. Okay, a complete description of stone materials of mortar and their proportions shall be stated. Okay, this is the first point. So we should have some descriptions or some specifications. This proportion we are going to use for mortar. Then these are the materials we are going to use. These stone material we are going to, the all descriptions we should have, it should be stated. Okay, then the second point is different kind of stone masonry such as random coarse, uncoarsed, or aslar shall be taken under separate item. Okay, so we have many kind of stone masonry I have already told. So in the image you can see, right, random rubble, this kind of wait, I'll highlight. So this is called as random rubble masonry, then this is called as rubble coast masonry, then random ashlar, then coast ashlar. Okay, so these are the different kinds of stone masonry. Okay, so rubble means what? It is a block of stones of roughly dressed. Okay, so stones of irregular sizes which are used for it. Okay, that is called as rubble masonry. Ashlar means it will be of square or rectangular blocks which are used for which are usually dressed and have fine bed and end joints. Okay, dressed means it is nothing but it will be of the surface will be of good shape. Okay, it will be of it is a process of surfacing or and shaping the blocks of the stones. Okay, so this is about stone masonry. Then other things about stone masonry are stone masonry shall be measured in cubic meter, and the phase work, okay, if a front work it will be measured in square meter. Then the second one is the deductions for stone masonry shall be same as that of brick masonry. We have seen some specifications or deductions about brick masonry, right? So for stone masonry also it will be same. Then dressing of stones in sills, steps, cornices and intel. Cornices means it is nothing but it is a decorative trim located at the meeting point between the walls, roof and ceiling. We have seen, right? In the image I have inserted an image. So this is called as cornices. Okay, so it is nothing but it is the decorative purpose. It is for a decorative purpose. We have included in the walls. So it will be a meeting point between the walls, roof and ceiling. Okay, it will be located at the meeting point between the walls, roof and ceiling. Okay, for the decoration purpose, that is called as cornices. And angel shall be measured in these things for decoration purpose. These things shall be measured in cubic meter, and type of dressing shall be stated fully. Okay, so I have already told dressing means it is nothing but it is an act or a process of surfacing and shaping blocks of stones. Okay, that is called as okay, so this is about first about stone masonry. Okay, then the second one. Okay, second one is what? Roof covering. Okay, so roof covering means what? It is the most visual part of the whole system, whole building. Okay, and it makes up the majority of waterproofing, and it will have protection. Okay, protection over the roof. Okay, so roof covering is most important. It is the most visual part of the whole system or building. Okay, so what are the descriptions here? The roof covering shall fully describe the materials and workmanship. It is generally measured in square meter. Okay, so I have inserted one image for roof covering. Then the flat area of roof covering shall be measured without allowance for laps and corrugations. So laps means there is nothing but it's the overlapping, we will say, right? So that one over the other, that is called as laps. Then corrugation. Corrugation means it is nothing but for giving some strength and rigidity it is used. Corrugation means the surface or material shaped into a series of parallel ridges and grooves so as to give added rigidity and strength. Okay, that is called as corrugation. Then the flat area for roof covering shall be measured without these things. Okay, then the opening up to 0.4 square meter shall not be deducted. Then supporting structures such as woodwork and steelwork shall be measured separately. Okay. Then what are the roof coverings? There we have asbestos cement roofing. Okay, we have already seen some specifications in the second unit about AC sheet roof. So in this we are going to, what are the things we are going to learn? In the asbestos sheet roofing we will have a description about what is the type of sheeting plane we are going to use. Then what is the method we are going to fix that roof. Okay, these are things we are going to learn. Then it is measured flat nor girthed. Okay, girth means it is nothing but the measurement around the middle of something, that is called as girthed. Okay, then the ridges and hips shall be measured separately in the running meter. Okay, in the coming slide I will show an image about roofing that will have all parts. Okay, so using that you can get what is ridging, what is hip. Okay, the parts of roofing we can learn there. Then second type is roof tiling. We can use tiles per roof, right? Then the kind, pattern, and quality and size of tiles and method of laying shall be described. Okay, it will have a description about all these things. So while coming to size of tiles, okay, so usually for the floor we use the size of the tiles as we can use a 300 cross 600 mm, then 600 cross 600 mm, then 610 cross 610 mm, 800 cross 800 mm. Okay, these are size of tiles per floor. Okay, we are going to use. Okay, these are the sizes of floor, sizes of tiles for floor. Then there are some sizes for wall tiles also. The wall tile sizes will be of 250 cross 350 mm, then 300 cross 450 mm, 300 cross 600 mm. Okay, these are the sizes of tiles. Okay, these all these descriptions will be mentioned while before doing it the roof tiling. Okay. Then the method of laying. Okay, so method of laying means what we have so many steps are there to do to lay the tiles, roof tiles, right? First of all we need to clean, then after that we need to mix the mortar, apply mortar, then we need to keep in case of I'm telling about the floor roofing. Okay, so sorry, floor tiling. Okay, so like that for roof tiling also there are many at last we need to use the cutter to mark and make the cuts on tiles. These are the steps for doing for laying method of laying the tiles in floor. Okay, so for roof tiling also there are many steps or methods to follow, right? So that all things will be described here. Then single and double tiles shall each be measured separately in square meter. Okay, it depends upon the layers. So next one is ridges, hips and valleys shall be measured separately in running meter. Then eaves tiles bedded in mortar in walls shall be measured in running meter. Then as extra over for eaves describing the mortar and width of bedding. Okay, so hipped roofed. Okay, hipped roof means it is nothing but the roof that slopes upwards. Okay, the roof that slopes upward from all the sides of a structure which is having no vertical end, means that is called as hipped roofed. Okay, then ridged roof. Ridged roof means it is nothing but the uppermost peaks created by the junction of two roof slopes facing opposite directions. Okay, it is nothing but, don't confuse. So in the picture itself you can see. Okay, so this is the roofing image, roofing part image. Okay, so hip means this portion. Okay, this layer I'm highlighting, right? So this is called as hip. Then okay, ridge means that portion. Okay, this is called as ridge. Then eave means that extra layer, right? Okay, so eave means what? It makes up the lowest row of tiles at the fascia board or face board to provide double lap for first row of full tiles. Okay, so why eve tiles means it is to make up the lowest row of tiles. Okay, it is used. Okay, to provide double lap for the first row of full tiles. It is used. Okay, so that is called as eve tiles. So other things about you can see in this portion is called as gutter. So in image you can clearly see everything. This is called as gutter, this is called hip. Then this portion, this is a chimney. Then ridge. Then this portion is called skylights. Then ridge vent, this is called as ridge vent. Then rake, we have seen, right? This is called as rake joints. Rake joint we have seen, right? Then eave. Okay, so these are the parts of roofing. So it will be measured in running meter. Then other type is jack arc roofing. Okay, so in the image itself you have seen, right? It is called a jack. It is called as jack arc roofing. Okay, so jack arc roofing means it is defined as a structural element in masonry consisting that provides support at opening in masonry. Okay, so these type of structures is you can see in some old homes or something, right? So this is called as, or some interior designs homes we have seen, right? So this is called as jack-off roofing. So what are things we are going to, what are the descriptions or something, accuracies we need to take care of for doing jack-off roofing? Jack-off work including haunch filling with the concrete, it shall be measured flat over in square meter. Then the clear span, rise and thickness of arch, method of laying, jointing and pointing with the mortar shall be described. These are the things we need, they have already described. Then stone slab roofing shall be in square meter, shall be measured in square meter. Then lime concrete in terracing shall be taken in square meter. Okay, these are the specifications or some measurement, how to measure. Okay. The next one is what? Next one is rainwater fitting. Okay, so rainwater fitting means what? The in the pipe in this is in the image you can see, right? So this is called as rainwater fittings. We have different shapes of sizes of fittings we have seen in the image. You can clearly see, you can easily identify what is rainwater fitting. Okay, so the rainwater down pipe is a pipe that is used to direct rainwater away from a building from roof gutters into a drain. Okay, it is nothing but the rainwater, okay, to take away or to direct the rainwater from the building to the drainage. Okay, for that purpose it is used. So this is rainwater fitting. What are the things we need to check in these rainwater fittings? The rainwater pipe and gutters shall be described and measured in running meter. These also it will be measured in running meter. Then all specials required as bends, junctions, etc. and fittings shall be included in the item. The method of joining and fixing. Okay, so for fitting the rainwater fitting in building means we have some methods of joining, right? That also should be included in included here. Then the length shall be measured along with the central line. Okay, these are things about rainwater fitting. Then the third topic is ceiling. Okay, so ceiling means what? For the decoration purpose we have seen, right? False ceiling, something we have seen, right? So ceiling means what? It is nothing but the upper interior surface of a room. Okay, that is called a ceiling. So what are the things we need to know here? The material, its thickness and method of fixing shall be fully described. Okay, these are the things we while doing ceiling work, the material used for sealing, then the thickness of thickness of material or something we need to add in the sealing, then method of fixing, how to fix, these are things we need to it will be described. Okay, then it will be measured in square meter. Then supporting members, it will be measured separately. Then opening up to 0.4 square meter shall not be deducted. Then cover fillets. Okay, so cover fillet over joints shall be measured separately in running meter, stating that the material width and thickness. So cover fillet means in the image I have inserted, right? So this is called as cover fillet. We have seen in some ceilings. So that will be measured in running meter. Then in case the edge of fillets is to be it's to be rounded, that also should be described. Okay, then the insulation boards or slabs fixed to the walls or roof, it will be measured in square meter with the stating its thickness and number of layers. Okay, and the method of fixing. These are things we should have while measuring the ceiling. Okay, so this is about today's session, lecture 17. So we have seen about the desired accuracy in while taking the measurement of various items of work. We have seen some things today. So we have seen 3 things today: stone masonry, then roof tiling, roof covering. In that we have seen asbestos, cement roofing, then roof tiling. Then there are sometimes types of roof covering, right? Jack arch roofing, then rainwater fittings, what does it mean by then how we need to measure, then in the ceiling work. Okay, so these are the things we have learned in today's lecture. So in the coming lecture 18 also we have some desired accuracy in taking measurements of various of it. In the same topic we are going to learn about the floors and paving. Okay, the add-on skirting, then plastering and pointing work, then the painting work, painting work, then whitewashing and color washing and distempering, then sanitary and water supply works. Okay, these are other some things we are going to learn in the lecture next lecture. Okay, we are going to learn in this lecture 18. Next lecture we are going to learn all these things. Okay, so this is about today's session. So what are the books we need to refer? We need to refer Estimating and Costing in Civil Engineering BN Data, then Estimating and Costing SC Rangwala, then Estimating and Costing Bharat Bhushan Johindra Kohli. Okay, so these are the books we need to, as per the SPT syllabus, we need to refer for our Estimating and Costing subject. Okay. So that's it for today's session. So thank you for listening this video. So in the next lecture, lecture 18, we will join up with the same topic, desired accuracy in taking measurement of various items of work. So other 3 things or 4 things, various works and its measurements, we are going to learn in the next lecture. Okay, thank you for joining.